Let's go, boys. Hyped. Will Nelson ruin or help G2? I mean, based on how G2 did previously, I don't think there's much more ruining that could happen. I mean, they did pretty much as bad as possible. All right. So, Udyr, Lee Sin, Thresh, Gwen, Renekton, Nocturne ban. First pick, Varus. So, power picks that are up, obviously Rumble is huge. I assume that Elyoya is going to pick Rumble here. Because Udyr is banned and Elyoya is kind of like, he seems like he crutches on Udyr. Seems like kind of is like an Udyr Volibear player at this point. Didn't do super well with Rumble at MSI. I assume that he's going to pick it here though. Because it's just too good and it's like the first game of the split. Viego. Okay, Viego picked. Clearly a flex. So it was the Rumble for Elyoya like we said. So here you have the option of taking a prio support if you want. Generally speaking, you're going to take a priority support, or if you don't want the Viego to look like a potential jungle flex, you could take a mid laner. You could take something like Syndra here, because Syndra into Lucian mid is pretty good, and they lock in Syndra. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just reading it like a book. Syndra is really good here, guys. The enemy team picked Lucian mid, which is countered by Syndra, and yeah, Syndra is a bad blind pick. Like, Syndra is not good into like Orianna. Syndra is not good into Azir anymore. Into Lucian, it's very good. Isn't Syndra terrible right now? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of champions that are theoretically terrible, but like, if you pick like a strict counter pick, then it's good. Isn't Syndra annoying against Rumble? Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? Like, if you proc your phase rush, it's not that annoying. If you just get ulted off the screen and you're walking through chokes, then it is. But instead of it being like, oh, well, it's annoying, so like you have to play the same way, like, yeah, you just learn how to play differently into a champion like Rumble when you're playing Syndra. Primarily, it means that you're trying to fight in open areas, which is just good practice versus Rumble, period. But people don't really understand this. People don't understand like where you can walk and where you can't walk against Rumble. People kind of just assume that it's like, oh, like Rumble is OP. So that means that like we just play the same way and then he does well, which means he's OP. It's like there is counterplay to Rumble. Like, you fight in mid lane, you try to fight in open river. Like, you don't just walk through like the small chokes in the jungle and let him just ult you and force your flash. So is Viego top blind? What is the counter pick? It's just Gnar. Jace? I feel like Jace would beat Viego. I think Viego is a pretty overrated champion, but we'll see. Do you see Perks as a 71% win rate in LEC? That's actually insane. No, I didn't see that, but that's crazy. 71% win rate? What? That's absolutely nuts, man. You know what's an even crazier stat than that? He has an 80% split win rate in LEC. Like, that's pretty fucking crazy. 80% split win rate. Like, bro, you just win 80% of the splits in LEC? Like, okay, man. Jesus. And not like 4 out of 5, right? 8 out of 10. Now that's some crazy shit. Elyoya and Armut have 100% true. But they only played one split. Nine out of 11 total splits, yeah. But NA splits don't count. It's almost a bad thing to win NA, because if you win NA, then you have to go to MSI and get embarrassed. It's like you'd rather come in second, because then like people are so delusional, and then they'll start making the argument of like, oh, well, that team would have done better. So you can literally just be like sitting there from home, and somehow your public image will increase from losing in finals because of how bad the first team is gonna look. Like, I'm not even joking, dude. I wish I was lying. I wish I was just being a hater, but that's how it works every year. No, I think it's a great draft from G2. Well, it's not great in the sense of Varus and Syndra are susceptible into Rumble. It's great in the sense of Rakan is good into like all 5 of these champions. Okay, Humanoid's just dead.
forward, a second auto, third, and gets the first blood. Game over. I like it. That's the power of Xin Zhao.
Well, that's big.
Have the red members in mid lane. It is a G2
Oh,
classic.
the wave is frozen.
Incredibly
Humanoid
safe.
can't play the. Oh wait, the wave is not frozen. Never mind.
Figure out if they've been
It's slow pushing, very slow though.
They're responding pretty well. Kaiser's just come out of base.
Could be potentially like diveable or something. I mean, Jankos I think could have farmed his top side. Oh, guess not. Could Jankos not kill that? I think Jankos kills that. By the way, I think he just should kill.
Yeah, that's huge, especially because he doesn't have TP. He can pick up this wave and he gets
Suicide for it. Bro, I don't like seeing junglers like back out of plays like that. I would so much rather see the jungler just suicide on the turret and kill the guy than like try to survive. Bro, you play jungle in 2021. Your life does not have meaning. Like, let's be honest. Like, you're playing Xin Zhao. Like, you know when you're playing Xin Zhao in competitive play, things are not going well. When your life is just Udyr and Xin Zhao only, it is not going well, man.
But of course, still taking a lot of damage here.
Oh my god, Wonder just has to
the equalizer coming down, flash burned.
Ult out and then flash for no reason.
Mickey might be in trouble here.
Wait, Mickey? Mickey?
I
Hey,
don't know why
hey,
G2 are
Mickey.
trying to contest this.
Mickey, you gotta use your W, buddy.
Feels like Mad Lions are just ahead in XP and in tempo.
I guess
mean,
not.
Yo-Yo is strong
I guess no W.
Wunder loses out in the 1v1 top. I don't know if that's just miscommunication. And then Mickey X is level 4.
It's just a coach gap. It's Nelson's fault.
Firepower for Mad Lions. They're starting up the Herald.
Also, Mickey's level 4 and the enemy support is level 6. It's kind of rough.
The Humanoid's right behind him. He has to be careful. Jankos can try to body block and try to protect here, and Cap certainly has enough self-peel, but they really can't afford to contest this one. Wonder has no ultimate. Now keep in mind, if he manages to steal a soul heal, he can't get the reset. Jankos now trying to move in. That's the knockup. Wonder now moving in the midst of everybody. Viego does so much damage. If he can find the
Ooh, resets.
Now the ult is back available. He takes the Wonder, though, not the Jace. Or the Rumble, though, not the Jace. Wonder now moving in. That's going to be the stun. That's going to be the flash.
Okay.
No flash available. He should just get walked.
Mickey's gonna be able to catch him here. Oh, never mind.
Here in a moment from Wonder, but Mickey going to go back, going to get the tick down. Kaiser,
Nope.
a mad lad.
He landed the Q too.
Ooh,
It's a level gap.
To the base.
Yeah, just about lives G2. Take
Feels
the
level
fight
6
from
that
Mad
Ignite
Lions.
would have killed. Actually, probably not.
Take
But
down the
you know
Herald.
what it
They
is.
go very, very
Become more and more threatening. So while Mad had the man advantage, felt like they were ahead in the play overall, the Viego
behind.
alone turns it. And now the TP coming topside. Wonder trying to move back into the camouflage. A TP now matched. If they get the reset on Arma before the TP finishes, though, it's going to be a big deal. That's going to be the reset. Wonder now.
Okay.
He can steal the Jace. He's got the cannon for him, and he's going to back away. But
Honestly, Wonder is probably just gonna be the best Viego since he actually plays every champion in the game, you know?
Yeah, good response again from Mad Lions. Caps might burn down here. Elioya's here.
Like, everyone else is gonna play Viego and they're gonna be like, ah, shit, I'm playing Viego. Like, I gotta play like Jace now and I'm a jungle main. Like, I don't have hands for this.
Moving topside as the TPs.
Wonder's gonna be like, yeah, I've literally played all these champions in LCS before top. Like, we're chilling.
Onto the top side to give Humanoid some plate gold. And although G2 was ahead in gold and in tempo, but it looks like Mad Lions responded well and the game's just evened up.
Jankos should try to move in.
I mean, Mickey's only level 5.
It's a huge commitment of resources. It's Wonder moving in, so if they get a single reset, this is going to be disaster. Humanoid coming
Clean.
down. Excellent
Shut
target for
down.
Wonder. Going to try to follow up, but the tower here is still...
So we got Dragon coming up in 25 seconds, but it's only second Dragon, so it does not matter. Taking mid turret instead of going to Dragon is significantly better. What they have to worry about is the Herald bot. Somebody has to go answer it. Viego needs to go back.
Tier 3, and then maybe we can fight Drake. You can see
They shouldn't lose the turret, though.
mid priority, so they can get
I think they should be fine here.
Mid-tier 1. We'll see if they can contest the Drake though.
Full commit. Heal now coming out just a fairy cap. Yo-Yo wants to commit.
Okay, I don't know why they're walking at this angle. Seems kind of weird.
Caps will walk away.
That's it. I don't think they can contest it now. Caps got chunked out too much, and that's the power of Mad Lions' comp. It's not that strong in this.
Painted on Night Harvester versus Riftmaker Rumble.
but they have a lot of
So I think Riftmaker, upon completion, is probably better. But I think Night Harvester is still better overall because, like, the components are just too fucking OP. That's really what it is.
Mad Lions have the setup.
Like, going back on Rumble and buying Hextech Alternator and then having, like, your Ruby Crystal afterwards. Like, the items just feel way better to buy. Like, no one wants to buy the fucking Leeching Leer.
This game is the Viego. Again,
No one's like, nice, I got my Leeching Leer. I'm ready to fuck someone up. Like, that's just not how it is.
immediately kill this champion. So
Keeps building these tanks.
Rift sounds better with Conqueror. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, you have things that sound like they ideally match up. It's like, oh, well,
He's not pushing the other
Conqueror already has some healing and, like, damage building on top of it, and, like, Riftmaker is the same thing. But then sometimes, like, just be, like two things that might not synergize perfectly could still be optimal when used together because they are both just better individually, right? So, like, because Night Harvester is better than Riftmaker for Rumble, and Conqueror is better than Dark Harvest as a rune for Rumble, because those two things like exist, you can still just go Night Harvester and Conqueror. Like Conqueror helps you with like early game dueling and like just fighting in general, and Night Harvester is just a better item to buy. So like it sucks because you wish that every single build was like completely synergistic, where like Riftmaker just made you into some massive drain tank with Rumble. But in reality, I think that this is probably the best way to approach it. Riftmaker not being used in most games, while Night Harvester is like the go-to item. Conqueror is the go-to rune. Dark Harvest better in solo queue. I don't know enough about Conqueror. I haven't played enough games with Conqueror to really tell you. I would assume though that for like a competitive game, Conqueror is just a better rune than Dark Harvest in general. Like the only champion Dark Harvest is really good on is like, I mean, there's like some like edge cases, but it's generally just a Karthus rune.
That won it all for them, being able to play a 1-3-1 out cleanly.
But like Rumble obviously doesn't play like Karthus, where Rumble could in fact be like in the mix of a fight.
Will be enough. Now Arma waiting in the darkness, Humanoid not in the area. This is their chance to go in if they want to, but Mad Lions smartly pulling back.
Yeah, they have the bot push, now they get the mid push. Now G2 are the ones who
cracks
get the
me
setup.
up.
This is really important.
I just love flaming.
Pull the trigger before they get chunked out by Rumble Ults or Jace QEs or Ezreal, then they should be favored. Wonders on the side.
Gonna be big. He's gonna try to start.
Okay, good. That's Karthus flash just like that.
Yankos
Yankos is just gonna murder him. Okay. Dude, Yankos, I was actually watching a stream during the offseason a little bit, and even before, because like when Xin got reworked, it was... When was Xin reworked? It was like 11.7 maybe or something. It was during playoffs. And I remember watching, oh wait, no, they were probably just eliminated for the rounds where like, yeah. Anyways, point is, I saw Yankos grinding games on Xin, and I just felt like this is just a champion that suits him super well. Was it 11.6? If it was 11.6, oh wait, was it 11.6? If it was 11.6, I feel like they should have played it in playoffs. Wait, so no one played Xin at MSI when it was just completely buffed, huh?
Wonder getting stronger and stronger. Things are looking good for G2E.
Humanoid was in this mid or in bot side. He won't be able to hold the tower.
Bro, it's crazy that like Nelson just and oh wow, is that the Prowler's Claw tech, the Reckless angle? Okay, Reckless, I like that. I've seen so many 80 carries attempt that and just fail. The Prowler's Claw threw the minion into ulti. Respect.
Big damage coming in for the Viego. Unstoppable on the back half of the ulti, but they go in. They've locked him up under.
Oh!
That's not enough. He resets. What is this champion? He will get taken down in the end, but G2
wait,
burning through that bot tier tower.
The resets don't
maybe
drop
wonder
aggro, so he gets taken down.
he's just dead
With the Prowler's
because he needed to get the
ultimate
healing
on
from
Karsi
stealing
on
the soul from the possession.
Manages to get the kill. Follow up from Mickey. Really well played mechanically there from Reckless. Secures the push.
It's pretty easy. I mean, you could call it easy or whatever, but like, bro, it doesn't look easy when I was watching Ghost try to do that shit at MSI. You remember Ghost trying to fucking land the Prowler's Claw? I don't think he landed it one time. The Prowler's Claw into ult. In the entirety of MSI.
But interestingly,
not once.
Off here.
See Jankos hovering around mid bot side, making sure the waves crash, making sure the waves push in. Armwood managed to push out bot all the way to G2's base, so they have a lot of time to work with here.
Yumba's an item. Yeah, I mean, it's a shit item.
Maybe there's a world where they can defend this.
It's probably not even good here.
Flash, he could pull the trigger whenever, and
what would be best here?
Can kind of clear waves now.
I mean, it literally might be optimal to just go. Oh, that's a clean combo.
Mickey just too clean this game. Reckless finding a kill off to the side.
I like it.
MAD is just getting torn to pieces. G2 are ruthless.
It might be better to just in a game like this go for
it is all G2
Serpent's Fang
all the
anyway.
Time. Arma cannot find his montage.
Because they're gonna have like
G2
Locket, they have Locket, they have Rumble Shield, they have the Cook Shield from Jace. It's probably better to just go
over the current
Serpent's Fang
LEC champions.
Over Ghostblade.
To look for Poke. It's still 20 seconds on Mad Lions, so I think they're probably going to end it here. They do have a lot of burst if someone wants to respawn, but they're just going to emote instead and take the first swing.
It's like really scary how bad it is, man. Like, no words can describe how terrible it is.
From G2 Esports. Feeling good after that one. Or maybe just another day at the office for a team that's been practicing over the course of the offseason. And I have to say, I wasn't sure how G2 were going to come back in that one. But
boom. So this is from spring. So I'm going to edit it now. This is where we're at in spring. And all right. just, oh wait. Okay. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Here we go.